Hey there, this is Kathy from Kathleen's Natural Balance. Today I'm here to talk to you about pendulums and how to program your pendulum for yes and for no's, and some basic information about how you can be more accurate in your use of your pendulum. I do not consider myself an authority on pendulums. I've taken many classes, I've done my own research and reading, but I'm here just to share with you my knowledge, and I hope that it is helpful for you. If you don't have a pendulum, there's different types of pendulums. This one is just a basic pendulum. There you go, now you can see it. And this is another basic pendulum. Basic, they just have a simple shape. There we go, now it's not as blurry. There we go. Some of them are made with gemstones. Some of them are made with metal. The metals, I think, tend to be a little bit better. Okay, so before you even start with using your pendulum for yes or no, or to program it like we're going to do today, you want to make sure, number one, that you're hydrated, that your mind is clear, that you're going to be able to focus properly. If now's not a good time, do it later. So drink some water to hydrate yourself, because we are made mostly of water, and water is a conductor of energy. And when we work with the pendulum, we're working with energy. So then you want to make sure your pendulum is clear. Some pendulums are, they clear themselves. Like, for instance, this is a therapeutic pendulum, and it's self-clearing because of its geometric shape. It's based on sacred geometry. But other pendulums, like your gemstones or your metal ones, you need to clear them. It could be some of the gemstones, you might give them a little wash underwater. You might use some salt, like put them by with some Himalayan, the salt stone. Or you can also give it a tap, and that releases the energy, a gentle tap on wood. I'm showing you on my hand because you can't see that, but you would tap it, and that just dissipates the energy. So same thing when you're asking questions. When you're done with one question and going to another question, just clear it in between. Or you can set the intention, use the white light to clear your pendulum, and you just ask. If you're not familiar with any of those techniques, just message me. I can do another video and do a further explanation on what it means to clear your pendulum. You also want to have a clear intention and clear your own self. Often it can be referred to as grounding. I'm not sure if I've done a video on grounding yet, but you want to make sure that your energy is clear so that you can be focused on your intention and your mind doesn't scatter, or your mind doesn't get too hung up on the question you're asking and influence your reading. So a couple of simple ways to clear yourself, using your breath, just taking some I like the number 3 breaths in through your mouth, in through your nose, filling your belly up with air, out through your mouth 3 times, and you can just imagine the light coming through your body. Or you can do a meditation before you work with your pendulum. Depends on what resonates with you, but what it means is you just need to have focus. Okay, so now that we're clear, our pendulum's clear, let's talk about the length of the string, if you have a string, or if you have a chain. So the length of the chain is dependent on the wavelength. So right now we're connecting with our own wavelength because this is our pendulum and we're setting it for ourselves. So you start at the very bottom and you hold your pendulum and you say, this is my wavelength. It's not moving. That's not my wavelength. So then I give up a little more, or let go of a little more of the chain. This is my wavelength. A little more. This is my wavelength. This is my wavelength. So it's right about here, I think. Let's see. This is my wavelength. Yep. See how it's moving? So that's my wavelength. So you want to find your wavelength. So I'll show you again. You start at here. I'll show you with the different one. This one has a marker on it, which is kind of nice. So I'm going to hold it down the bottom. This is my wave. Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. This is my wavelength. So on this pendulum, my wavelength is low. It's like at the very, very bottom. This is my wavelength. Okay. So different pendulums, you always have to go and see what your wavelength is. So do it with yours. If you have yours here, this is my wavelength. This is my wavelength. This is my wavelength. This is my wavelength. It's right here. This is my wavelength. Okay, so now you have your wavelength. So you mark it if you have a marker, like this one has a little marker on it. And then you're going to program it for yes and for no. The way I learned working with pendulums was the yes was programmed to be horizontal and the no was programmed to be vertical. Now, there's different schools of thought. So I'm going to show you one way and then I'll show you the other way. So we're going to program it. And we're going to program it, we're going to make it move side to side or horizontal. So this is my yes. We're going to say that 9 times. This is my yes. This is my yes. This is my yes. I lost count. We'll say that was 9 times. And then I'm going to say, show me my yes. Show me yes. Show me yes. Show me yes. Okay, so 9 times is the number of completion. Now we're going to go vertical or up and down. This is my no, this is my no. You do it 9 times. And you say it out loud. And then you check it. Show me no. And then you work with it a little bit. We'll get to that in 1 minute. So other schools of thought are the pendulum is going to tell you your yes and your no. You don't program it. So if you've been taught that way, that's fine too. So some people will sit with their pendulum and will say, show me no. Oh, mine's going to go this way. But let's say it does a circle. Let's say that's your no. So be it. That's your no. Or maybe your yes is up and down and your no is the other direction. So those are the 2 different ways to set it. I was taught to set it. This is my no. This is my yes. This is my yes, this is my no. I was taught to set it that way. If you have a pendulum, you've done it the other way, that's fine. Because some people, their pendulum already is set and it's going to go a certain way. That's fine. So then once you have it set for your yes and your no, you can just practice and say to your pendulum, show me yes, show me no. And you want to make sure you're at your wavelength. Remember, we do that in the very beginning. And then you could practice with it. You can say, my name is Lisa. My name is Kathy. Yes. I live in a tree. I don't live in a tree. I have 2 children. No, I don't. I don't have 2. And then we can say, I'm a doctor. No, I'm not a doctor. And then you can also have food, and you can ask, pretend I have food in my hand, is this food nourishing? Or this food is nourishing for me. Well, whatever food I have in my hand, yes, it is. This food is reactive to my body, or this food is unhealthy from my body at this time. So the questions is another whole video. Basically, when you ask a question to the pendulum, you want, or to your higher self, it's best to ask as a statement. So this is, my name is, or this is healthy, or this is a good position for me to take, or going to, I don't know, the concert tonight is for my highest and greatest good, or whatever your question is. Try to make it into a statement. It takes practice. I still work on it. I still find myself going back to asking questions. If you need more information, reach out to me and I will help you the best